Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. after taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. This offense has a second down play. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it first down at the 41. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. The give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the ground, it's Morris. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know what was coming to him.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. It makes you really be honest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Now the play fake. He finds his man. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they get him down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off play action. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Set to kick this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Snares it outside, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Baxter. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. And it's in for a touchdown. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Finds a tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 1st down for this offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at at the 12.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
So no dice on third down, and they'll punt it away on fourth. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Off-play action on first down. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Makes the catch and knocked down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. From the gun, looking for a man. And he's in for the touchdown.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fast motion from the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stats, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
And he's got a touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And stampeding through the defense. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for room, it's Morris. Pushes ahead for 2, they'll mark it at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulled down for the tackle.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just got 1 on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Looking for space. It's Morris. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Quick release on the RPO.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Now on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the back. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're clawing and they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Takes a handoff. It's Morris. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to move them on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Morris. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. Now this defense is set up 4th.
And here comes the punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using the quick game. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it on the outside, it's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step, to take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be a touchdown.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
It's second down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's more. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18.
It's second down.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And what a catch for the touchdown as he just gets the foot down. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Fires to the end zone, and he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On second down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We play on first down near the second overtime period. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Off play action. Now improvising. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his target down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
On second down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, and the QB's so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
He's going to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You really want to be in position to put a touchdown on the board on the first possession in overtime. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.